We are live, Mayor.
All right. All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. I call this meeting of Hamtramck City Council to order. Today is September 23rd, 2025, and it's 7:07 p.m. with the administrative officer call the rolls, please. It's not the clerk today.
You get confused.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All right, I will be doing a roll call. So with that said, Councilman Farid,
Present.
Councilman Musa, Councilman Sadman,
Present.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Al-Sumaili,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Present.
All right, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right. Do we have any community announcements?
No, sir.
I do. It's a quick one. The Hamtramck Fire Department has a open house and touch a truck event happening on Sunday, September 28th, 2025 from noon until 2 p.m. Usually a very fun event for families and for the kids as well. So you'll learn about fire prevention and emergency preparedness, see fire equipment, and see trucks of all types, including the police trucks. And also, it looks like some DPW trucks as well, so. And there will be refreshments provided. Location is 2625 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan.
When is it? I'm sorry.
It is gonna be on September 28th. Sunday, September 28th, from noon until 2 p.m.
All right. Any more announcements? You do have one? Go ahead.
Council earlier this year accepted a grant from the National League of Cities that CED applied for with Prosperous Detroit, one of our program partners that does a lot of work helping small businesses. And we're happy to announce that the applications for loans for small businesses, either owned by Hamtramck residents or businesses that operate in Hamtramck, are available with 0% interest and 0 fees. That's what the grant money went towards, was so we could design a program with them to help provide accessible, small dollar financing. So those applications are available, and I have flyers with me, and we've been sharing it on city social media. I'll leave them in the hallway if anyone would like to take one with them. The applications are submitted directly to Prosperous, who's our contractor and partner in this, and the grant needs us to award all of the loans. We're hoping to award about 25 of them by the end of this calendar year. So hoping that folks who are interested jump on this and get involved.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next is proclamation, recognitions, and presentations, and we have the first one, Yemeni Revolution, September 26th. Then we have Fire Prevention Week, and then the last one, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We don't need to read them, but they are posted on the agenda. And next is the additions and deletions. Do we have any additions or deletions?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Hassan, go ahead.
I'd like to add one resolution under the new business. It should be D like a dog 2025-116, approving site plan for 8760 Zoso Campo, which resolution previously was here, never wrote second. Exactly same thing. I don't have the resolution with me.
I second.
All right, so that would be D,
Yep.
approving the site plan of the address mentioned. We need to motion to approve the new agenda.
All right, so approve. Yeah.
Oh, we have,
Second boarding, yeah.
let's vote on adding the new resolution.
All right, so this is approving the site plan of the new resolution on 8760 Joseph Campo. We got Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Rafai.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so
You forgot Sumari?
Councilman Musa, Councilman Al-Sumaili, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor.
No.
And we don't need Councilman Musa because he's not here, right?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to add another, like a closed session.
Garbarino versus Hamtramck.
Governor versus Hamtramck plus city business.
Second?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. So now we have two added resolutions to the agenda, and we need to motion to approve the new agenda.
I motion?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
No objections?
No, sir.
Thank you. So we have the new amended agenda approved. And we move to the public comments section, please.
Alright, so I got one email, and then the rest of them are here. So this is I, Shannon Powers, am submitting this statement for public comment regarding the continual issues that are disrupting quality of life for the residents living around Trixie's Bar, even fearing retaliation. I have lived my life, I lived in my home my entire life. In the last 50+ years, this location has always been a bar, but I have never encountered issues with noise from any of them at a level that can be heard inside my home until the last 4 or 5 years. I do not live directly next door or behind, I am a few houses away. Even walking around the neighborhood, some of their events can be heard a couple of blocks away. I expect some level of noise because it is a bar. I do not expect to hide in my home in an attempt to get away from the live bands and DJs they host on their outdoor patio. There have been occasions where the noise level is so high I have to move my friends and family indoors just to have a conversation because we cannot hear each other. In addition, there is also excessive profanity. There are children in the neighborhood that are no longer allowed outside. I have placed several calls to the police department regarding this matter. The dispatch officers don't seem to understand what the ordinance is. I am told conflicting information. I am told there is nothing that can be done because there is no ordinance between 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. When I mention profanity, I am told there is nothing that they do because it is free speech. I have called about noise after 1 a.m. and have been told a car was set by and they can assure me the location is closed, when in fact they are not. I have watched officers drive by with their windows rolled up, never slowing to see if there are any validity to those complaints. Today I attempt to file a normal complaint with the department. As was I told, I can only make the complaint when it is happening. I have had issues with the customer blocking my driveway. When I asked what I can do in an effort to prevent this, it was suggested I hang a no parking sign. I purchased and installed a sign and it did nothing to slow or prevent the parking issues. I then added a second no parking sign and please do not block driveway sign, and that has still not been effective. When the police are called and arrive, with the exception of one instance, they always go get the person from the bar and have them move their car. A neighbor on the corner of Carpenter and McKay was recently ticketed for parking too close to the corner by a police officer. Why were they not afforded the courtesy of a knock on the door and asked to move their car? I don't want this bar shut down. I want them to move the live music and amplified sound back indoors. I want them to conduct the business on their own property while not infringing on the rights of the neighborhood around them. I hope we are able to see this through to a suitable resolution for everyone involved. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That's from Shannon Powers. All right, and then our next public comment we
Mr.
have-
Chair, I'm sorry, may I,
Go
one
ahead.
comment? We do have the noise ordinance, okay?
Yeah, I'm aware of it and I'm
Yep.
already addressing it.
Yep, noise ordinance very clear.
The problem is
What?
being addressed by the.
Yep, okay.
Councilman Hassan lives nearby, so maybe he hears that too. Okay.
All right, so first up we have is Ibrahim Elgame.
Council Mayor. It's not working. بعد هم كان طلع هم الناس.
Is it going?
No, it's not.
Nothing?
Nothing on this one either.
Maybe that one?
Yeah, they're probably all connected and they had it on earlier, and so the battery is
It's like
probably low.
someone recording here, recording, who can speak?
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Today, I just want to speak about, this Friday, there's an event for the 26th of September. The event will start on Syracuse and Ruber, between Luce and Ruber in Detroit, and goes to Belial. After that, lunch at Azad Hall. And after that, we're going to Yazan Hall. That's Friday. Second thing, I want to congratulate Saudi Arabia and the Kingdom, and the King and Crown Prince on their Revolutionary Day today, the National Day today. And also my condolences to the Grand Mufti of Chairman of the and Council of the Senior Scholar Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Abdullah Al Sheikh, who passed away today. Nothing else to say, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have Timothy Price.
Council, Mayor, I just wanted to thank you and welcome you, or invite you to the 15th Annual Hamtramck Neighborhood Arts Festival, Saturday, October 4th. It's gonna go throughout the city. We've partnered with the EDA and their sponsor again, so we're partnering with the night market. Can exemplify that. We are actually helping program the music there. We have an artist that's been, he'll coming back, Rafiq, which is an experimental Middle Eastern artist, so take advantage, come see him. And we're actually gonna be hubbed out of the new passenger center, the recovery center that moved from Kniff over to next door to the Foley Warehouse. We've doubled our size, and so we'll be based out of there. We actually are adding an art gallery element, so come check it out, and look forward to seeing you. Any information, just hit me up. Thanks again for all your support and help in the cultural area.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got Mark K.
Mark Corey.
Corey, okay.
All right, let me make sure.
There is a Mark Cady who worked for the city, so I want to mix up with him. Good evening. A couple of points I just want to know on your consent agenda, invoice register, pre-approved expenditures. The cover sheet still says that approved by Max Garbarino. It'll be returned out, it's been the last several months. So please make that correction, okay? And congratulations, he's $109,000 up for approval today. His firm does, and I want to congratulate him on that approval.
We won the Pride Flag case.
Yeah, you did, so, hey, well deserved, okay? But I just want to mention the Historical Society for Hamtramck. They're selling these for $10 a piece. I bought one over the festival, okay? They're pretty, it has the longitude, latitude, I love Hamtramck, and also they're selling these buttons. They actually lowered the price for $2, and I paid $3 a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it raises funds for the Historical Society, so you don't have to do that. Additionally, I'd just like to point out, for the city here, I would like to indicate that, well, first of all, my hat, I got all this concepts hat. This is, hat was given me by the Trump's ambassador to Fiji, or Ambassador Joe Sella gave me this. It says, "Make my God great again, Michigan Republican Party." So, and I just want to say, for the mayor, I wish him good luck in getting approved. Mr. Bazzi's been to the Senate hearing with flying colors. Of course, he lived in Lebanon. I don't have to tell him anything about, you know, how bad the Israeli Defense Force is. He used to live right on the border. He had his house up to hide as a kid underneath the stairwell. They bombed his house, okay? So I have to tell him that it's dangerous up there, okay? So he's gonna be the new ambassador to Tunisia, hopefully. I think he's sailed through everything, and hopefully he will get it too. Because a lot of people don't want it. He's the first member of the Trump administration to support BDS. So we've got to enjoy that unique distinction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up we got Shakir Siddiq.
Yes. Thank you. Good to see you, Mayor.
Thank you.
We missed you a few weeks. Well, this time I wrote my statement, the comment. I would like, Honorable Mayor, on all councilmen, your attention, please. The city of Hamtramck has been raising allegations of election fraud in Hamtramck. Let me be clear. Using these allegations as a tool of intimidation is unacceptable, unlawful, and a direct attack on our democracy. Certain city officials have overstepped every ethical and legal boundary in their attempt to control the city. The truth can only be determined in a court of law. Those who abuse power will be held accountable. Citizens, voters, and elected representatives have been deliberately targeted. Charges have been manufactured. Residents intimidated into false testimony. And council members pitted against one another in a campaign designed to force resignations or suspensions. This is not politics. This is an assault on our community and our democratic rights. Councilman Mohammed Hassan was personally investigated by a private investigator in an attempt to fabricate charges. Their citizens been offered to give testimony against Mohammed Hassan just to fulfill what they want to do. There's been offer to some of us if we can help frame Councilman Sumari. We have the evidence, they're very clear and recorded. Some officials think the immigrants that live in Hamtramck, they're stupid, what they know. You cannot underestimate anybody. Honorable Mayor, we are proud of you about the things you have done. We are requesting, maybe I'll need 30 seconds more, please allow me.
You can have
Yeah, he's gonna have one more minute.
You need to know that Councilman Sadman was openly threatened, comply with demands or face criminal prosecutions. You know those threats were real, and we have the evidence of the threat. He's been threatened that he will never become an attorney if you don't listen to this. Look, he's been charged. Even more alarming, I Shakeruddin Sadek come here to let you know the Hamtramck Police Department has been weaponized against the community it is sworn to protect. This abuse of power has shown fear, division, and mistrust throughout the city. City Hall does not belong to these officials. It belongs to the people of Hamtramck. These individuals are public servants, not rulers. They must be held accountable. Any attempt to silence our voters or suppress participation will be met with the full force of legal and civil remedies. I would also like to inform you, Mr. Mayor, while you are gone, we, the community of Hamtramck, have formally requested that the Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel, the Department of Civil Rights, and Federal Bureau of Investigation to look at this matter and open a full investigation. I come before you to let you know that we do have positive response. I'm requesting you, the mayor and the cabinet, to open an independent investigation on this matter, so the people of Hamtramck knows that we don't have to go outside the city, we can get our justice from you gentlemen. Those who break the law and abuse their authority will be exposed, held accountable, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And this statement comes from the community, citizens. Citizens are the most powerful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. May I?
Go ahead.
Mr. Sakaruddin Sadek, a smart community leader, businessman, and helpful man for the community and a strong voice. Just wanna let everybody know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Mohammed Qasim.
Mayor, Councilman, everybody, Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
My issue is they fixed the alley between Goodson and Roosevelt. They damaged the property. I reached out to Mr. Rifai, he told me to talk to John. I came and spoke with John, he said somebody will reach out to you. I waited a week, 10 days, nobody did. Called John again. Nothing happens. I reach out to the company itself. Now, a month and a half later, still nothing happens. I cannot even take the trash can out because of the gap between my property and the new concrete. So I don't know what to say. I spoke with Mr. Sumeri today. He said he doesn't like the job they're doing. There is another citizens that complained to him about this. What could be done?
Have they finished the alley or not yet?
3 weeks ago.
So they finished the alley, but the gap is still there.
The gap is still there. The fence is roped to the tree so it cannot fall.
Okay.
And they move a slope, a whole slope of my property from the inside, because they were trying to cut it, they couldn't, so they used the big machine to move it, so they move it about almost 10 feet slope inside my property. I sent pictures to Khalil, now a month and a half later, nothing happens.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
John is here, if he could stand up and address this. I've spoken to you about that. He also came to you.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed that we're having these issues that these companies, whenever they do work, they're not repairing what the damages that they're doing. So
No,
what's
they-
the issue?
No, I did discuss this with Charles, he's seen this slab. I don't know if Charles has talked to him.
He talked to me 28 days ago.
Yeah, so we got all this through all the alleys. They'll go through first, there's some that may be a little bit different from us, or people say we damaged them, I gotta go through the video, because we video everything before the alley started, to confirm that what the resident is saying is truly what happened. On his, I seen his pictures, his slab was poured in the yard, it kept on continuing through. So when they actually tore out the alley, it actually moved the slab. And that is going to be fixed by Hammond City.
But why would I have to wait for that company to finish the whole project and come and finish my property? How am I gonna take my trash?
I don't know about trash, I talked to Charles about it, and Charles said that he would take care of it, so.
I already talked to Tiffany, she said she's the project manager.
Yeah, Tiffany and Charles both.
Yeah, I sent her pictures a week ago and I haven't heard from anybody. Why would they have to put them until they finish their project to come back and finish my property?
So,
I
John,
wanna
if we
finish
could,
strong when the fence will come down.
if we can get this done work as soon as possible, and also, I don't know if it's the same company on Lumpkin, they destroyed the fence, the lot that's owned by the mosque. So they destroyed the fence. So also, that needs to be repaired. So I agree, sometimes I agree with him that we're doing work, but you're damaging my property, so why are you not repairing it on the right time? So why I have to wait until the whole alley is being addressed and then you will fix mine? Why he has to wait until
I'd have to look at
months?
the construction schedule and what they have worked out with any of the repairs or touch-ups. They may not be done, it may look or appear to be done, but I highly doubt it's been finalized out, because we have to walk the alley before we pay on it to address any concerns or open problems with it. So you may think it's done, but it's probably not finalized.
That's not my issue if it's done or not.
Okay,
Well, can you just,
I have to go on the sidewalk, all the way to the alley, to put the trash can.
Has
in
to
the
be
alley.
outlined.
yeah, can
I
you
cannot
please
put the trash can.
just give the address to the city manager and you reach out to Hennessy and they have to prioritize this. Last year, there was an issue on Danforth, same thing. They left the hole and somebody at night fell in that hole. And he could have sued the city, but
That was super.
luckily we didn't. So we don't want this to happen because they kept it open for a whole year and they don't care about the safety of the people or so. So this has to be prioritized.
But Mr. Mayor, the company was there, the heavy equipment was there. The job was done, they could have just asked for, access to my premises, I would have allowed them in, they would have done it on the same day they poured the concrete in the alley.
Alright.
Why would they have to
Yeah.
wait a month and a half for them, and she
No,
told
I'll
me,
talk to them tomorrow.
no,
Alright.
she told me they are gonna look at into it.
Yeah, we will follow up with this.
Give
We'll
the
follow up with
acting
that.
city manager your phone number and then we go from there.
And the address,
And-
please,
and
and
the
we'll follow
address.
up with that. Thank you.
It's 2955 Goodson Street,
Next,
We got Wahid Davids.
Mohammed Qasem.
Alaikum salam.
Actually, it's my first time to be here, guys.
2599.
We've been insulted with the water bills. I feel like we're living in, I don't know where. Work with a lot of people out of this city. They're paying like $40 a month or 50. We're paying 100, now we're paying $200 for just water, which should be the cheapest thing in this world. I don't know why they increase the water bill every time. I mean, we have kids, we have a lot of things to do, guys. We don't have only the water bill. Who did increase these bills? Why? When? And are you approving these, guys? We trust on you to help residents. This is my words, and I wish you can do something about this. Thank you very much.
thank you. I don't think the city council did anything about the water, but are there any updates, Mr. Acting City Manager, from the water company? What's going on? Because I noticed that increase on my water bill too. Is there any updates? Because we didn't do anything as a government. We didn't approve anything.
Water bill was approved as part of the increase in the budget. And the rates were all mentioned on the fee schedule for all the different types of water lines. Last year, or for this year, we had like 10% increase from GLEVA just on the water charges that we buy, because we buy water from GLEVA, and then all the waste that is treated by GLEVA, and they charge for that. So there was an increase from GLEVA. On top of that, all the projects that we are doing in the water with replacement of lead service lines, with the replacement of the water mains and the sewer projects, some of that money also comes through the water and sewer fund. So all those costs are part of that increase.
But I remember last year when we approved the sewer project, that was that we,
It's directly
we
go to
said
the
that it
tax.
will be increased like $10 or so on the water bill. That was like a year and a half ago, I think. I mean, why does it keep updating and increasing?
Because every year, as part of the process, GLEVA announces new rates every year. In fact, for 2026-27, they start the process of engaging with the communities from November and until April, when their board finalizes the numbers and they give us the final numbers. And we do our own water and sewer model, and in that model, we plug in their rates, plus we plug in all the projects that we have to do to take care of the water and sewer projects, and those costs are plugged in there.
So does this happen to other communities or just?
Every community, that's how it works, because they work with all the communities, not just us. And that's how I live in Bloomfield Hills, my bill has gone up several.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilman.
there is a couple of things still you can tune up. There's the water bill. Whatever we expend money to buy the water is more money we are creating and is set aside somewhere in the water fund. So that's why that proposal, I did a lot of time about that. And also, budget session is how important now you see it. Okay, for 15 minutes budget session, and like MMLL, we go there, the guy first question, did you read the budget study? How many elected officials understand that one? So that's the another thing. So we'll talk all those things in by separately. Right now, yeah, I'm paying over $400. No way, We'll talk
Mr. Chair.
about it.
Also, my bill is high also, but I know we have, what, $9 million in the water source, right? So, and I know Glaywell, we buy the water from Glaywell, and its costs, they increase. But there's other fees that the city put.
Right, that's
Right.
what I'm saying.
I know, but we have enough money for us to fix
That's,
sewer systems.
so what we do is, we are putting in all the grants that we get as part of that model. If those grants, money were not available, the water bills would have gone up several times. So that's, because you have to do these projects, and these projects are costing us significant amount of money.
So, from what you're stating, that we have to put the money in first until we get the grants?
It's always the case. No, but the grant money is accounted for in the increase.
Subtract already.
It's already, built into that model. And, but the projects that we're doing is more than what we are getting the grants for.
If we
So
wanna-
if we get some grants to cover the project 100%, then we can
Right, so
increase it.
that doesn't affect the cost, but we are doing a lot more projects than the actual grants we're getting. And what we try to do is, we try to minimize the increase as much as possible by spreading the model over next 20 years, so that we have a gradual increase instead of going, let's say 100% up one year and then down, 50% and 100%, and so we try to do a gradual increase over the years.
Mr. Mayor, I think your clear prosecution was my question too. If we get more grant money, are you looking for any grant money? Are you searching for
We're
it? or-
constantly looking for more grant money. Mayor is aware of it. We are constantly, like last year, we did not qualify for some of the grants, and we didn't get those grants. But we still have-
What makes us qualify though?
They have a matrix of a number of.
Matrix, and also you have to know how to write the, some of the
Right, no,
grant.
we have a
Yeah,
good
so
grant writer.
there is
but,
another thing.
some of the times we don't qualify. We have been getting a lot of grants from the state on some of the water projects, on the lead service line projects. So, you know, they have to give the money to all the cities.
So if you get more grant money, is the chances to be water bills go down or?
No.
Would you?
The thing is, you're going to.
I understand, you explained already.
Right, you're going to address the problems faster. The city is a 100-year-old city. The infrastructure, all the sewer lines, the water lines are 100 years old. They have to be replaced.
So, just Mr. Chair, just to make it clear to the citizens and residents of the city of Hamtramck, the reason that the city put a raise in the bill is because our sewer system, it's kind of old and needs to be repaired, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And also mainline breakdown water, all those comes to the,
Right.
yeah. So if you guys see anywhere the water may break down, right away call. Sometimes our police department cannot catch it.
Like for example, last year, our, we had a 25% water loss.
Yeah, big
Huge
time.
loss, because we had a lot of water breakages.
Breakage,
Because of the old infrastructure. So all of that gets counted into the year before, 2 years before that, our water loss was only 8-9%.
10% maximum.
Yeah, and that was very good. But once you have, you know, old infrastructure in place, if, you know, these lines break down, then you lose water underground. And at time, that underground loss, you cannot measure out because, you know, that's just flowing through the sewers at times,
System.
you know.
And then, can I request that when you guys send the water bills, how you guys have the weekly or monthly newsletter, to add one page explaining in Arabic, Bengali, and English, what's the reason of these increase, so they could understand what's the reasons?
So one of the things that you can see is that we are doing a lot of projects in the city. A lot of,
We know, but they don't know. So I'm saying,
well, the
if-
residents see it happening.
I'm saying, if you guys could explain, because they don't know why they're
Right,
increasing the bill.
Right, we will do
I did put a note on the water bills.
Yeah, he do.
Okay.
A lot of people does.
All right, well, hopefully we can get some,
One thing that wasn't mentioned is we also had a lawsuit that required us to
Yeah.
make changes to the water system, or else the lawsuit would have costed us a lot more, so we
Yeah,
have to.
so those, we have to actively address the flooding and the water issue. And I think for the things that we are doing in the city in the last couple of years, our flooding issues have drastically reduced, even though we have had some heavy rains.
so you both live in different cities. How is the water bill in your city?
Absurd.
Like, so, because our residents thinks it's only in Hamtramck.
Yeah.
So-
I live in a condo, I don't even have a lawn. My water bill is 500 to 550 for 3 months.
Oh, 553 months, not too bad. People getting 300.
No, because the reason is I don't have a lawn, I don't water my lawns, and, you know, it's a condo. It's a small.
Anyway, we separately maybe close session, our discussion.
All right, excuse me, no discussion at this time for the audience. I mean, go ahead, continue with.
Alright, next up we got Abdul Aziz Goba.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Hello everyone. My name is Abdul Aziz Joba. And I would like to congratulate the Yemeni community in US for the Revolution Days, September 26th, which is added up 63 years since we have that revolution for Yemen. And that's make our nation proud of what revolution come up with, education, all that good stuff. I'd like to add that in Arabic. أحب أن أبارك للجالية اليمنية الأمريكية في أمريكا، خصوصا في هامترامك، في العيد الوطني في 26 سبتمبر المجيدة، والتي تعد من أفضل الثورات في المنطقة، ولها ما يقارب 63 سنة. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Nasser.
I'll skip to the end.
Alright, and then we have Tanya Hatcher.
Hello, everyone. I'm a homeowner. I live on Jacob. And ever since they did the project, fixing the streets, whatever they were doing underground, it had totally messed up our whole street. From Conant all the way to Joseph Campo. The ride from Conant all the way to Joseph Campo is very uncomfortable. It's a bumpy ride. It has holes in the streets. So this is what I pay my taxes dollars for, to live on a bumpy street. I've been on Jacobs for 11 years. And my street has never been like that. They fixed it, when they call themselves coming back, smoothing it out, it's still bumpy, it's still messed up. It's like you ran on a roller coaster. So what can y'all do as city council to fix our street again?
John, any plans for Jacob?
Yeah, that goes for any streets with the lead service line replacement. They go back and they patch with concrete, you know, up to already a deteriorated road. Those streets are then put on our capital improvement plan for our road resurfacing projects, in order as we do them. So, road funds, we do not get much, as you know, grant money for roads. It comes out of the general fund if we're gonna do it, or we have to just deal with what we work with. So when they go through and do the lead service lines, you're cutting a bunch of squares, so that's probably what she's referring to.
Yeah,
Going
there's
down
one
the street.
squares, yes.
She's hitting the patches.
I'm hitting the patches and I'm hitting the holes that wasn't there before they came and did the work on
Yeah,
the street.
so there's gonna be, a lot of times when they break away and cut, you'll have a dip before it. We try to go through and patch what we can on it, but sometimes it's not as deep enough to put the pothole material in it, and it just pops right back out in a couple of weeks. But we have quite a few streets like that, unfortunately.
Now I've seen a couple of streets they have done that look way better than our street, way smoother than our street. Not only that, my sidewalk, brand new sidewalk, it's all scratched up. Even the little square sidewalk by the curb where the grass is, that's cracked up, it's broke. I've been 11 years and none of that has been like that, period.
Mr. Chair,
Go on.
I did address to John and Max when he was, city manager here, that Jacob was a big issue. And somehow you guys sent another company to look into it, but haven't done nothing to it. And this is the issue that we're having, that they're redoing the service lines, and then instead of patching the holes that they make level to the way it used to be, we wanna have these issues.
Well, the problem is the street.
So
is
don't,
level all the way
hold on,
around.
so don't tell me because the way it's patched, it comes out, if it's been done right, where I live in my area, half my street is Detroit, and they do patching. But it looks exactly like nothing really happened. But our work, or the company that does this work, it seemed like, okay, they're patching it, but it still is like a bumpy road, like she said. And then she has to go to a mechanic so she can figure her axle or something. And this is an issue that's continuing, and it's either the company's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or we need to find another company, while we're continuing with this company. This is an issue since day one, with the service lines.
Now I have a concern, y'all on Jacob doing the alley now at this time. Once again, when you come out the driveway, when I come out my garage, the little flat part, of course they had to tear it up. Now I'm gonna be concerned in another 2 more weeks, the curved part, is it gonna be put back right? Is it gonna be smoothed back right? Okay, I got you. But once it gets done, if it's not fixed right, I like for it to be fixed. I pay taxes on my house, and I'm a homeowner, and I want my house back the way that it is. And I would like to live on a nice, smooth street. We pay taxes. Where's my tax dollars going?
If you don't mind, if you give your address to our acting city manager, so they could check on the slab that the city broke, or the company broke.
Okay, but once this alley gets done, then I have to see if it's gonna be done right, cause it's tore up, all of it is just tore up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we can try and do some of those holes in Jacob ourselves. I mean, just at least to make it as good as possible, as it used to be, until we get to the whole project,
Yeah, no,
to fixing the
I'll
whole
take a ride
street.
down with the engineer tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. All
That's
right.
all for public comment, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll move to the consent agenda, and this is approved with a single motion with no discussion. And we have approval of minutes from September 9th, 2025, regular city council meeting. B, approval of invoice register date ending September 23rd, 2025. C, approval of pre-approved expenditure date ending September 23rd, 2025. D, resolution 2025-111, approving site plan for 11611 Joseph Campo. E, resolution 2025-112, approving site plan for 9503 Joseph Campo.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No objections?
No, sir.
Thank you. We move now to the new business. And we have the first resolution, 2025-113, authorizing execution of participation agreement in Purdue Pharma Sackler opioid settlement and acceptance of settlement funds.
Motion?
Second.
You taking this? All right, thank you.
So we've been receiving and paying attention to requests from the Michigan Attorney General's office asking municipalities to sign on and participate in a settlement with Purdue Pharma. This is the first of two of these resolutions that you have in front of you tonight. We don't have a set dollar amount that will be available to the city as a participant. However, attached to the agenda item is a large spreadsheet of different small fractions of percentages of this overall larger pot of money. So essentially your vote includes Hamtramck into that group so that we would be eligible to receive some dollar amount in the future, which is supposed to be dedicated to further work in terms of drug abuse prevention. So this is due to the Attorney General's office by the 30th of this month, which is why we're getting ahead of it and just bringing it to you for a vote today.
All right. Any questions? Any
No, sir. No,
discussion? Should we wait for Hassan to come back?
We can have vote here.
We have a quorum.
We don't have to, we have quorum.
You can come back
Okay.
and vote.
All right. We can go ahead and vote.
Councilman Al-Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Rafai,
Yes.
All right, so resolution passed. And we'll move to the next one. We have resolution 2025-114, authorizing execution of participation agreement in the secondary manufacturers opioid settlement and acceptance of settlement funds.
Motion?
Second.
So council, this agenda item is related to, it's separate from what you just voted on because we have a group of manufacturers that are involved in a similar set of lawsuits. And in a similar fashion, the AG is looking for cities to sign on and be participants in this settlement as well.
All right,
All right. Ready to vote?
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Rafai,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Al-Samiri.
Yes.
Should be everybody.
all right.
Councilman Hassan is here.
Councilman Hassan is
Councilman
back.
Hassan just walked in, but he didn't hear what it was about, so.
Yeah. Maybe he can vote on this one.
Yeah.
It's accepting settlement funds.
I'm okay with that,
Okay.
yes.
All right, so we have the next one, resolution 2025-115, approving the newly negotiated agreement between City of Hamtramck and COAM.
Motion?
Second. What is COAM stand for, Mr. Mayor?
So I think the acting city manager will explain to us because we need to know more details about this.
The deputy chief.
All right, so command officers, we have two unions in the police.
Mhm.
One is the POM, which is the police officers, union, and then the other is the command union. Both these contracts are interlinked in terms of monetary remuneration. So when we approved the POM contract, which we did last year, all the monetary related raises and everything for POM is linked to COM as well. So whatever we approved there also got approved for COM. This particular contract, but because they are two separate unions, they are two separate contracts. So this particular contract, which will be from July 1 of this year till 2029, October or September, this basically addresses some of the command structure. Doesn't have financial implications other than one of the things that we have in there, which is $1,000 as a matching number for their retirement fund, which is, if they put in 1,000, then the city will match $1,000 for the year. So this, you're looking at 11,000,
Per person?
Yeah, $1,000 per person. There are 11 people, so 11,000 for the year.
If they contribute.
I know, I have that one too.
Yeah, so that is the only impact. What the command structure is basically addressing some of the language issues in the contract and the overall structure of the contract. So for example, currently in the police you have the police chief, then you have the deputy chief, then you have the lieutenant, then you have sergeant tier 1, and then sergeant tier 2. So based on this new contract, you would have the police chief, the deputy chief, the lieutenant would become the captain. So basically it's a name change. They will remain at their current salary levels. There is no change of salary. So lieutenant would become a captain, tier 1 sergeant would become lieutenants, and tier 2 sergeant will become just sergeants. So we were having issues within, because of the 2-tier sergeants, there were issues in there. So what we try to do is that without creating any financial burden on the city, we try to address the structure in a sense that there are no conflicts between the different tiers.
So what is the financial impact?
Financial impact is that 11,000.
That's all.
That's all.
Well, previously, we don't have any deputy police chief.
Right.
So how we got at that one here?
That police was added last year when, as part of the overall contract, that deputy chief position was added. When I think we hired the chief.
Yes.
That was done at that time.
Okay.
Part of the rules we can't.
No, he did a good explanation. I know exactly. That's why I want to know the explanation to come from him. Because we did it, and we have to continue with that.
Right.
Yeah. I got it.
Zach, my partner, did participate in these negotiations. And
Only one request though. Any contract, elected official has to be there. We cannot, it was the previous practice. 2 contract, elected official was not there, and from the city manager previous to the explanation kinds of lie, and we find out when that manager left. So we don't want to, we trust our city officers, our city employees. But end of the day, we have to hear all those things after somebody left. That is not good for nobody. So any contract come, offer the elected official, anybody want to go there, they can go and they can watch. Just one example, Kathy Gordon, every single contract, she goes sit over there. That's why other elected official know somebody from elected official side is already there. So one of the contract I've been doing 2002 as a operation manager, I have to be there. But your W side, they say I cannot be there. But our company lawyer said he is going to be here because he is the one approving all those things. So something, that's why trust come